Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button. Make sure you guys select all for all notifications. That way you guys don't miss out on a single video or stream here on the channel. I do at least upload once per week minimum, and I do stream here for a bunch of different games. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about a classic movie, and we're going to answer the question, is Treasure Planet from 2022 a masterpiece? This movie is rated PG and it's about an hour and 35 minutes long. Before I continue into the review, I wanted to let you guys know if you guys have any movies or TV shows you guys want me to watch and review here on the channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. I know I've put out at least 2,000 videos by the time this video comes out, so if it's a movie or TV show that I've already reviewed, please don't ask me to watch and review it again. So the easiest way you guys can do that is you guys can go into either the TV show playlist or into the films playlist of reviews. You guys can scroll through it. There is also an option that you can go into my channel, type in the search engine. So for example, you can look in the search engine and type in Treasure Planet and see if I have a review out or upcoming for it. That way, you're not requesting me to watch and review something that I've already done or I'm going to be releasing to you guys. So, if you guys have a movie or show that you're like, I really want you to review this, and you just don't have the time and the energy to look for it and see if I've done it, obviously I can do so, and I will do so, but I wanted to let you guys know that there is a way so you can find out if I've already released it, because obviously I have thousands of videos already here on the channel. So, I might have already done it and you guys just are newer subscribers, which I do appreciate if you are. But if you're newer and you haven't watched my older content, then you might have missed out on something that you guys might actually enjoy me doing, which is why I try to spend a lot of time reviewing some older stuff alongside of newer stuff, is to keep things fresh and innovative for you guys, my subscribers and my audience. And I do appreciate the fact that you guys like me doing both things. So, Treasure Planet from 2022 was one of my favorite childhood films, and it remains a childhood and an adult favorite to me. I mean, I'm 30 years old at the time of recording this video. Okay, I'm 30, and I still love watching Treasure Planet. Just as I love still rewatching Ben 10, Ben 10 Alien Force. I still love watching the Clone Wars show. I still love watching Atlantis, the animated film. I love those types of movies because they have great humor, fantastic characters, fantastic plots, and that's what this movie has. Every character plot and humor is fantastic. Everything lands, everything's hilarious, but the humor doesn't take away from the serious tone, the serious nature of this film. Also, really quick, I want to let you guys know, it's 110 degrees when I'm recording this video, so if you guys hear the AC and the fans going right now, like crazy in the background, I apologize, but that's why, so I don't die of heat stroke while I'm trying to record this video for you guys. So, this is a great science fiction spin on the concept of Treasure Island. So if you have ever watched Treasure Island, and I don't mean the Muppets Treasure Island, I mean the original Treasure Island movies that are live action, or if you've read the book of Treasure Island, then you kind of know what to expect from this film. But this film, while it is a sci-fi version of Treasure Island, the plot and the characters do provide enough nods and Easter eggs, but they also provide a lot of new sci-fi things. So like you got a robot side character, you've got meteor storms, the ship isn't actually in the sea, it's a space-like ship. So it makes the film feel great on its own, especially for those who have never watched or read Treasure Island. So if you just plug in Treasure Planet and you have no concepts and ideas and backstory, lore, and understanding of what Treasure Island is, you can watch Treasure Planet and enjoy it on its own merit, which is really great. I'm happy. But it's obviously inspired by Treasure Island. Now, while the film is also targeted to a much younger audience, this film's rated PG, so it's targeted to the kids of like 7 to 13. There is a lot of adult humor in this film. I want to make that perfectly clear. This is a Disney movie that has a lot of adult humor. But there's also a lot of adult themes that children and adults will be able to enjoy, such as love, responsibility, friendship, having to grow up, protecting loved ones from harm and danger and death and destruction, and a lot more. And it makes this film a lot more pleasant to watch and a lot more pleasant to rewatch also for ages and ages to come. Brian Murphy is Long John Silver. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I think is how you say his name, I apologize, as Jim Hawkins, and Emma Thompson as Captain Amelia. They all do fantastic, fabulous jobs in their voice acting roles. Really phenomenal. I loved every single person that was in this movie doing their voice acting. But those three are obviously the biggest standouts when it comes to this movie. The animation for 2022, I think, is good. A lot of people hated it because it was trying to be a blend of animation and CGI, and a lot of people at the time didn't like it. To me, the animation style doesn't bother me. Even when I rewatch it, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm more invested in the plot and the characters. To me, if a movie or a TV show doesn't look good, it really doesn't affect me personally as a consumer, unless the pixels are all blurry and you can't actually see what's on screen. I'm able to see what's on screen. So, I've got this on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital, and I enjoy it for what it is, and of course you can watch it on Disney+. But I just don't understand everyone's like, it just look ugly. I'm like, first of all, people, this film was made in 2002. Technology has made gigantic progressions in the past 2 decades. Obviously, it doesn't look as polished as it could be if it was released today under Disney's standards. Probably would look worse. Let's be honest. If Disney released Treasure Planet today, it probably would look worse than what it did in 2002. Just look at all the problems they're having with the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the CGI department there. Do you think they honestly could handle Treasure Planet? No, it would look like paper mache. It would look like a cartoon. It would not look like an animation CGI film. It would be an abomination. So for those people that think it looks like an abomination, just think about that. Think about what it would look like if it was released today. It would look worse. So just be happy that it was released in a time where animation and CGI were meshing together, and at least they were able to come up with a good plot and a good set of characters that you could actually enjoy. That being said, the characters do have growth. They do have arcs. Even though the film was a short 90 minutes. We get a lot of films now that are 2 hours, 3 hours long, and they have so many characters, but they don't develop those characters. They don't give them any meaningful backstories and arcs and growths. A lot of characters in those 2 to 3 hour long films now, they are the exact same character at the end of a movie or a show as they are at the beginning of a movie or a show. And it just makes it's like, okay, so why was your character in the movie? Oh, that's right, to push your political agenda. Now, I want to also state that when this movie was released in 2002, it bombed at the box office. And I think that kind of has hurt it over time. It is a very highly underrated classic of a gem film. Like I said, I think one of the biggest reasons for its failure is at the time it was technologically outdated, where it was trying to combine both CGI and animation style. And there was just a bunch of other films and shows out at the time that were just using CGI, and because of that, CGI only type of films was new and awesome for audiences. Obviously, in the past 2 decades, ooh, looky, pretty CGI, that kind of marketing tactic has died, and people really just don't care anymore. People have finally realized and woken up, hallelujah, to the fact that we want actual good plots and characters and lore and world building, not just a gigantic computer generated feast for the eyes. Another problem I think as to why the movie bombed at the box office, as far as it not making its money back, is that it came out at a very poor time. It came out at a very bad time. This movie made $109.6 million with a budget of $140 million. And the problem is that it was released during the Christmas season, and it went up against the Santa Claus 2 and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So you take Treasure Planet, the Santa Claus 2, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Which movie do you think most people are not going to really care about seeing all that much if they have to earn money and spend their money at the movie theaters? And don't forget, this movie came out in 2002. So we were still, not only as a country, but as a world, we were still trying to wrap our heads around what had happened with 9/11. So we as a world were still trying to wrap our heads around that. And I think a lot of people were like, okay, we really don't want to go see a 90-minute long, really poorly marketed, very poorly looking film. People were like, okay, we want to go see Santa Claus. It fits with the Christmas theme. And the Harry Potter movies were on the rise. Everyone was like, ooh, super excited to see what comes next and whatnot. Fans of the books and whatnot, like myself, were excited to see it. And Treasure Planet just came out at a very poor time. I mean, if it waited a year or two, I think it would have done much better. And I think also releasing it in late November was just a bad decision. Kind of like where Titanfall 2 got launched recently, where Titanfall 2 got launched in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Jetpack number 3, whatever. This movie kind of felt like that. So I feel like if this movie came out during the summer season, spring or summer season, I think it would have done much better at the box office. Even though it did bomb, I think you guys should still check it out. It is a very great movie. Like I said, you can watch it, you can rent it digitally, you can own it physically, and you can also stream it on Disney+. And it's also a movie that I think would be great if it actually got a sequel. I would love to see some new characters, the old characters come back and go on another, Treasure Planet-like adventure. So while it does have a lot of things going for it, I do feel like the animation style could be updated, but I still feel that Treasure Planet is a very good movie. It's not a masterpiece. It's not a 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. There are some flaws with it and whatnot. There are some very predictable moments and some predictable revelations in it because I know Treasure Island like the back of my hand. So because of that, it kind of hurts it for me personally. So if you have never watched Treasure Island or you've never read Treasure Island, watch Treasure Planet, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And then watch and read Treasure Island, and you'll understand the comparisons and the very obvious similarities to the both of them. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of it down in the comment section down below. Have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.